You know, the moment you label someone as good or bad, as wrong, an idiot or stupid or whatever label, you know, that our society has generated, the moment you put that label, you create a limitation. You box that person. You strip them from possibilities of being something other than that label. You limit your relationship with that person. And you won't be able to see them as a whole human being with good and bad qualities, like we all have. I have many good and bad qualities. I'm not a perfect human being. And everything wrong I see in others, I actually have it myself, and it manifests itself in different ways. But I can never judge someone else, because everything I judge in another is in me as well. When we realize that, we begin to form a deeper connection with others and with life. And we begin to heal our relationships, close relationships that we've kind of forgotten about for a while because we just don't want to interact with some certain individuals or groups. We begin to heal those relationships and we create new possibilities. So every time that your mind, and this is a very natural thing that happens, all of our minds does it, begins to judge someone and put a label on them. Often we love putting negative labels on people, and it makes the ego feel good and superior. You know, if you feel a sense of superiority because we're better or more right than others, the ego loves that. But it's just the ego. Disidentify from the ego, which is impersonal, and it's in all of us. Recognize it, and the mere awareness of that, the mere observation of that process, the mental process, is enough for you to step away and disempower that thought, that labeling process. And when that happens, you return to presence and possibility. So let's look at a practical example. Let's say you had some kind of interaction with someone and you had an unpleasant experience. The tendency for the mind to make that person wrong or bad, or whatever negative label the mind chooses to place on that person, is quite strong for all of us. It's a natural tendency. But when you observe that happening and you say, okay, it is the mind's doing, it's not I, but the mind, and this is also the decided identification between you as the observer and the mind's chatter that is constantly judging, mostly negatively, everything that it sees, and loves justifying that. So this disidentification process allows you to step away from the mind, step back from the mind, observe the mind, and make a more conscious choice about what you want to do. And often, if you ask yourself, do I really want to place this negative label as much as it feels good? Will it not restrict me from being able to resolve the issue with that person and move forward and heal the relationship, heal the relationship that might have been impacted by the negative interaction? She might have said something that might have even offended or hurt the other person, or they may have said or done something that might have hurt or offended you. So possibilities open up when you step away from the mind. You bring love and forgiveness, acceptance, and